everybody. And this is my girl, Easy. The good Lord chooses when to put us at the forefront. And he uses certain experiences in our lives to prepare us. But trust me, when that opportunity comes and you get on that platform, it is forward ever, backward never. That's who I am.
What do you feel is the most misunderstood thing about you when it comes to your story and your success?
Who I am because it's you are like that naturally, or that you have that just because you went to good schools.
Oh wow!
But the reason I often say misunderstood is because I want every single young person to know that your life is not defined by access alone, privilege alone, good school alone. Your life, your greatness, your growth, your breakthroughs are defined by your state of mind. And if your mind says, listen, I can foresee who I want to be, I can feel, or I have this ambition of being A, B, C, and D, please find a way not to only look at your circumstances and say, because of this, I can never be. Know that once you have even thought it, you are allowed to be it.
Recently, I've been having a lot of conversations about what embracing midlife looks like for us women.
Oh, girl, I'm only 25.
Yes, we both are.
I like Easy's like, yes, okay. But go ahead, my sister.
And the conversation about, perimenopausal stages in our lives and, embracing menopause and what that looks like for women. Is this something you've thought about? How are you preparing? Are you prepared for it? Are these conversations you're having with yourself, with your peers?
She left the studio. No. Talking about menopause, perimenopause, and the fact that really, my sister, there's no shame in it. It is part of who we are. It is absolutely part of who we are. I mean, can you pause it? No. Can you ever erase it? No. And it is part of this thing I said is called evolution and growth.
Yes.
Getting older.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I hope you're well. Mind, body, and spirit. I am Isabel Masozera. This is another edition of Cozy with Easy, but it's a very special one because it is our first in-person conversation. And God brought the one woman that I wanted for today. I know that your life will be transformed. So grab a paper, grab a pen, but also get cozy, grab a blanket, grab some coffee, grab some tea, a glass of wine. We don't judge. Whatever you need, get comfortable. And I know we're going to have an amazing time. In true Cozy with Easy style, she'll be introducing herself. But this is who she is to me. She is a visionary storyteller. She is an entrepreneur that is elevating voices of entrepreneurs and leading purposeful conversations that have brought forth transformation, and I've been privileged to watch her on some of the biggest global stages. But one other thing that she does on those stages is advocate fearlessly for the African narrative. And that is the true core of our conversation today. We're talking about owning our narrative. Oof.
Girl,
you're here. You are here.
Love that intro. Can I borrow it? Can I put it in my portfolio?
Yes, please. I'll be honored.
It's not like you'll see it and say, excuse me, Anita, those are my words. Okay.
No, I won't. But I've prayed about this day and I'm so excited that you made it. Because I saw your schedule. You have to be on a flight in at the airport in an hour or two. You just came from moderating an event and yet you have made time to sit here and be here. So thank you so much. Bless your heart.
Bless you.
I have 1,000 questions to ask you.
Why not?
I have followed your journey for a very long time. One of the things that just keeps having me gravitate towards your page is how you share your faith. And I want to get into that. And how you talk about wellness and all of these amazing things. But we start with icebreakers before we get into the conversation. Are you ready for some of that?
All right.
Earlier, I talked about the fact that you moderate events. So the first icebreaker, as you think about it, but also get to introduce yourself first, will be, how do you prepare to take on the stage? Because you take up space. And I remember the first time I saw you moderate, I had goosebumps. It felt like I was in church, but not church. Yeah. So, yes, tell us.
Okay, so introduction first. My name is Anita Erskine. Hello, everybody. And this is my girl, Izzy. Anyway, so Izzy, you've said who I am. I love to tell stories, but maybe in this time of my life, stories with a purpose and stories that drive action. A bold, colorful African narrative. Yeah. Yes, it's true. We have a dual narrative on the continent. You know, we have some challenges, but we also have a lot of stuff to celebrate. So I try to balance the two, but also looking at the challenges as opportunities. That's what I do. I'm a mother to two extraordinary they said I shouldn't call them kids anymore. So young adults, Mali and Nesta.
Yeah.
And really, truly, a sister to all my African brothers and sisters. I love the essence of partnership, collaboration, and also a firm believer that the good Lord chooses when to put us at the forefront. And he uses certain experiences in our lives to prepare us. But trust me, when that opportunity comes and you get on that platform, it is forward ever, backward never. That's who I am.
And that's just the introduction. Wow.
Yes, that's who I am, baby.
It's a pleasure to meet you in person. We have been in the same corridors. We've been in the same room with you on the microphone. And for years, we have never met. This is the first event that we are both taking stage, and we actually get to meet. So this feels special and divine.
Wow, amen.
So I'm excited.
Amen.
Let's talk about you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you. It takes a lot to do what you do, how you do it. So I'm curious, what is the preparation process like for you? Mind, body, because this don't look like it comes together in a second, but also your spirit to be in tune with what you're doing.
So let's start with spirit, because I pray for alignment. Alignment is what allows me to take up that space.
Wow.
If the project is aligned with the inner spirit, the pride I ooze doesn't come from anywhere but the fact that I know I'm in the right place at the right time. So let's start from the spirit. That's what it means to me. I may receive an email, a phone call, a WhatsApp asking me to do X, Y, and Z. Trust you me, easy. The first thing I do is I say, Father God, if this is aligned, then allow it just to flow effortlessly. Then in terms of body, listen, I have to say a big thank you to all the hardworking designers and tailors and everybody who genuinely makes time in almost always a very short period to ensure that I show up the way I do.
Yeah.
I got this dress from my dear friend Vicky, who owns a brand called VAD. Vicky, this is to you.
Shout out.
And I said, I had seen the final design for the MWC stage. It was very powerful royal blue. And I said, Vicky, I know that the plan was for me to wear, whatever it is, but I think it's got to be green. You know what I mean? So there's that. In terms of preparing, I give my audience what they deserve. Anybody who is in that room where I have been given an opportunity to be on the stage deserves nothing but the best, Izzy. And that's what the body does. And of course, physically, to be sure that I'm well rested and be sure that I'm fresh faced so that, again, the audience can enjoy the performance.
Yes.
And then mind, I do a lot of research. I do a lot of reading whenever the opportunity arises to understand not only what's the program about, but what's the client looking for? Who is going to be in the room? What kind of language must I use for those in the room? Across generations, across cultures, across sectors and industries. And altogether, that's how the package comes.
Oh my God. So, Ondira, I'm going to do one like you. May I be your mentee, ma'am?
Oh my God.
Because I would be, oh my
Izzy,
gosh.
Stop it. Izzy, stop it.
I am definitely
Izzy, do
putting
not
you on
make
that
me
spot.
reject you live on your show. Because, girl, I was hoping that you could mentor me. Stop that.
Because that is deep. Because when God calls us into spaces like that, sometimes, for people who've made it and become successful, it's easy to take it for granted. After doing thousands of shows or hosting thousands of events. There's that complacency. There's that arrivalism that can happen. I mean, anything can happen. But the fact that you are where you are in life and you speak about your work this passionately
Amen.
and this deeply and with you sort of like, it's like heavy is the head that holds the crown is true to you in this regard. I love that. And I definitely want to become you, and I will work to become you. I do pray about every email that comes through. I will not lie, but there are certain things I was listening to and I'm like, take notes.
Yeah, take notes.
Take notes. Yeah. But what goes into the aftermath? Because I'll speak for me. I'm an introvert. And every time I say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, the harder part is going to network because I'm not very social. And I know I find myself a little depleted, my battery. And there are certain things I have to be intentional about doing. What's that like for you, the aftermath?
I have to say, if I lie on your show, my dear friend Bianca Bachman will send you a message and say she's lying. And the truth of the matter is, I'm just like you. And it's ironic because we are public facing, we're front facing. So when I say to people, oh, I'm a shy person by nature, they're like, never. And I say, yes.
Wait. You are?
Izzy, I'm a shy person by nature. I'm very reserved by nature.
Wow.
Well, it's the same thing. If you ask an engineer, how do you do what you do? The engineer will say, I do A, B, C, and D. The engineer doesn't necessarily talk about whether they're introverted or extroverted because they only just show up to fix whatever it is or build whatever. And it's the same thing with us.
Yeah.
You know, the job is come and tell the story. Come and lead this conversation. So the extras take a little bit of effort.
Yeah.
You know, they take a little bit of effort. There's some people who are natural networkers.
Yes.
I'm not one of those.
Neither am I. I freeze.
But what I do, because I own the spirit of gratitude,
yes,
I always say to myself, you know what, Anita, you're only as good as the person who just said congratulations.
Yes.
Because that person really doesn't have to stop and give you their congratulations. Yeah. That person really doesn't have to acknowledge the work you came to do because you came to work.
Yes.
So I have built into my system the ability to stop and say thank you or exchange conversations or exchange business cards to people. And also another thing is, Izzy, we must not forget this. When somebody has sat and paid attention to your words and paid attention to your delivery, etc., and not been distracted by their phone or whatever it is, it is an honor.
It is. Absolutely.
Think about it.
It really is.
They paid attention to you.
Yes.
So much that they appreciate what you just came to do.
Yes.
And
sometimes even quote you back.
Exactly.
Yes.
They say, you said this. Oh, I remember you here. Isn't that some serious favor?
It is. It really is.
Yes. So for me, I have come to the place of understanding that, yes, indeed, the body might sometimes be exhausted and we're human, so it's natural. Yeah. But the mind must never forget the honor what it means to have honor and what it means to be favored and what it means to be called upon to stand on that stage. Never take it for granted. And I don't take it for granted. Yeah. So every single opportunity for me means mind over matter. So the heels might say, girl, the last toe might say, sister, if you don't sit down, I will crumble. And then the mind says, well, you better stay put because somebody's just walking up to me and I have to make time for that person.
Absolutely.
Somebody wants to take a picture, I have to make time for that person. People don't have to, but they do because there is something that you've done in their lives. And that for me, my sister, is where the honor lies.
Oof. I have to tell you.
Tell me.
Someone has to do some serious work on themselves to be able to say the words that are so profound that just came out of your mouth.
It takes time.
And I know somebody home needed to hear that. I for sure needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Let's get into our conversation. Owning your narrative. I want to start simple still with our conversation, but not really. What do you feel is the most misunderstood thing about you when it comes to your story and your success?
Oh, that I woke up one day and this is who I became, or that I am who I am because it's you are like that naturally, or that, you have that just because, you went to good schools.
Oh, wow.
But the reason I often say misunderstood is because I want every single young person to know that your life is not defined by access alone. privilege alone,
Yeah.
good school alone.
Yeah.
Your life, your greatness, your growth, your breakthroughs are defined by your state of mind. And if your mind says, listen, I can foresee who I want to be, I can feel, or I have this ambition of being A, B, C, and D, please find a way not to only look at your circumstances and say, oh, because of this, I can never be. Know that once you have even thought it, you are allowed to be it. And when I say you are allowed, is that don't look at Anita and look at Anita's profile and say, she went to university in Canada. That is why. She's this person's daughter. That is why. No. So one of the biggest things, and I'm so grateful for this question, because I have been in rooms speaking to young people who have boldly said, well, but Anita, we think you are like this because you have this. And I said, so does it mean that because you may not necessarily have had the background I have that you cannot be great? Take that mentality out of your mind.
Yes.
Because you will be great,
yes,
no matter who your father or your mother is. And you will be great no matter the access you had to whatever person. Put in the work, because at the end of the day, for all of us, without the work, you can have the name. You can have this person in your phone. You can have this voice. You can have this knowledge. But if you don't put in the work, and if you don't put in the kind of commitment, and if you don't handle everything you have with discipline, it amounts to nothing.
Yes, that is true. I mean, the Bible puts it clear. He blesses the works of your hands. He has to have something to bless.
Absolutely.
And that gives us a beautiful segue into my next question, which should have come a little bit later, but I feel like this is the time for it. Your faith. You are very outspoken about your faith. And every time I'm on your page, actually, sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I just go back to some of my favorites.
But you have my number. You can just send me a sister.
I'm happy that I do. But sometimes I'm thinking back on something you already said that stayed with me. And I have so many of those that I can, could get into, but I would rather listen to you. And it even ties into the question I had before this dropped into my spirit, that authenticity of who you are. You move with such heart and grace. And you are unapologetic about who you were. Were you always like this? Maybe growing up, is it because of influence maybe from home, your parents? Where does that come from? And what does authenticity mean to you?
So we start off from what authenticity means. It means being bold about what somebody can never take away from you.
Yeah. Woof. Being bold about
what somebody can never take away from you. Because it is so ingrained. It is in your DNA.
Yeah.
How can somebody, yes, I know science can modify your DNA, but easy, how can somebody modify your DNA?
Wow.
So the authenticity is the boldness, the courage you have to say, yes, I have failed before, and that is okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I may not necessarily have been the best at this time, and that is okay. Because the true flag, your life is its own flag. Yeah. Your body is its own nation. You know what I mean? Your spirit is its own continent. Yeah. The truth of the matter is to be able to boldly be authentic in front of people is to say, listen, I am then grateful for every single thing God has taken me through, which brings us to my spirituality.
Yeah.
If I were not grateful, if I didn't own my gratitude as God has created me, it would be a shame. Because you see, the person that you're speaking to is the result of failure. If I didn't fail, would I know how to do things differently? If I didn't fall, will I know how to stand up? You said it very nicely. I mean, you should probably be my PRO. Oh, Anita, you got on stage, you took up space.
Yeah.
That get on stage and took up space. You think it's something that, I decide in the morning, today I will take up space. No. Yeah. It's the ability to say, Father God, here where I stand, how could I ever have dreamt it? I could have imagined it and I could have hoped for it, but here where I stand and now, how could I have seen this future? So that spirituality also is, okay, sometimes God, why are you making this difficult for me?
Yeah.
Why are you closing this door? Why are you rejecting, why are you forcing this form of rejection on me? And then on the other side is like, it makes sense. So that thing that you see on Instagram is always the result of coming to that aha moment. Oh God, this is why you derailed me here. Oh, I wish you had told me. I wouldn't have cried so much.
Wow. If only we could see the
If only
future.
we could see the future.
Yeah.
By God's grace, it's fantastic and it's great. So that spirituality and being able to talk about it and show it off boldly, aligned with my authenticity, is because I know that by God's grace, I'm here for a purpose. And wouldn't it be such a shame to pretend, yep, this is all me. Oh, yeah, I'm great because wouldn't it be a shame?
It would definitely be a shame. But I'm just thinking about you who has the opportunity to listen to this today. I hope that you open your heart, because I definitely am feeling the healing happening, even just listening to you. Because I know there are people at home right now who are going through something and they're asking themselves, why is this happening over and over again, God? Why am I in the belly? When am I coming up?
We all do.
Yeah, by listening to this.
Yeah, my thing is, listen, if it were so easy to navigate this place we call Earth, how tasty would that success be?
No,
Wouldn't it taste bland?
Yes, it would.
If all we have to do is, and by magic, how would you cradle these opportunities? How would you even cradle this moment? How would you even laugh at the fact that I did the opening ceremony, you're doing the closing ceremony, and I mean, this is we're in the same space. How would you then cradle these things?
Wow.
It's always because you are navigating something. And it may be hard in this moment to accept what Anita is saying, that you're navigating it for a purpose.
Yes.
And I don't know why you're navigating it, but I do know that that light at the end of the tunnel will be multifaceted. It will be the lights of the rainbow.
Yeah.
It's not just one light.
It isn't.
It'll be all the colors of the rainbow. And when you come into that moment, Izzy, which is what now I try as much as possible not to forget, especially on days like today when we've had such a fantastic time and it's, I get so much praise by God's grace. It's not to forget. Like you said, Anita, this is not just your success story. It is given to you because there are also millions of people who need to hear something.
That's true.
To help them navigate today.
Yeah.
So when I say the success is not only mine, sometimes people are like, oh, Miss Anita, you're just saying it. I said, no. I'm not just saying it, because when the success comes to me, it's almost like Christmas, but Christmas not for me. Christmas because there are people waiting for presents, and the present is, if you are doubting, if you are broken, if you are alone and you think God has forgotten, my sister, my brother, look at me and fix that faith. You just look at me.
Amen to that. You are the testimony, the reminder. Wow. And honestly, sometimes when you're talking, I'm speechless. I had a whole script that I'm going to close right now.
No, please. No, go.
No,
so your producer doesn't
she's
give you
looking
an
at
ear,
me
but
like,
she's like,
what
that's
are
not
you
the
doing?
question.
Yes, but sometimes there are moments in time when you know something special is happening and you have to lean in. I want to talk about your wellness journey. Because for me, faith and wellness are like intertwined.
Absolutely.
What does wellness mean and look like to you today versus what perhaps it looked like, say, 5, 10 years ago?
Not even too far away.
Yeah.
5 is far. Even 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wellness for me means preparedness. If you're going to be given responsibility, mind, body, and soul, you have to be ready.
Yeah.
Wellness for me means allowing yourself to know when there is something wrong. And when I say allow, we're in a generation where we come up with all sorts of excuses. We do that, I don't want to go talk to my doctor because, she's going to say, avoid sugar. Oh, I already know what it is. But wellness is aligned with where we all want to go. You know what, Izzy? I remember 3 years ago, I was 100 pounds heavier, 270 pounds.
I've followed your journey.
Sister, 100 pounds heavier. And of course, I do have to say, for the purpose of people watching this, where weight issues are very sensitive, lean into your support system. And it's ironic because we are on the continent of Africa. You may be watching this wherever you are, but as Africans, we often think weight gain is, it aligned with success.
Yes,
you are making money.
You're doing well. If you're married and your husband is putting on weight, you're doing a good job.
You're cooking well.
Cooking.
And that's the lighter side of things. But the more important, or the heavier side of things, no pun intended, is that we are all on a mission to do something great with our lives. So it's important to be well, not just your mind. Oh, I'm successful and I'm the director of this, but your body needs you to be well to carry the weight of your success, literally and figuratively. So at 270 pounds, when I knew that in my family there's all sorts of issues, there's hypertension, blood pressure, there's this and this and this and that, I had to make a conscious effort to boldly walk to my doctor and say, clearly there is something wrong. And thankfully she had the patience and, to say, yes, indeed. Let's do all the tests. We run the tests, Izzy, and then we realize, wow, we're sitting on a time bomb.
Wow.
Izzy.
Yeah.
And we've got to fix it. We can't fix it quickly because at the end of the day, by God's grace, it's not a death threat, no. But it is a threat to your overall being.
And what was that like for you? Because that's not a very easy thing to look in the eye and face head on.
I think if you are honest as a person, you know when it is time to shift. You know when it is time to make certain changes. And my change, when I'd spoken to my doctor, Dr. Decker Franklin, I love you, was, I had thyroid complications. And she said, well, we need to figure out what this thing, how to fix this thing. I had a good friend, a good sister called Baiswa Dawuna Hammond, who then said, in a separate conversation, listen, she had been through her own journey. She said, sister, may I talk freely? And I said, talk freely, because, we're all sensitive about our weight.
Yeah.
I lost my weight. I did medical weight loss. Would you mind me recommending you to the clinic?
Yeah.
I spoke to my doctor. My doctor said, let's go explore it. And we did. So I did medical weight loss, and over 2 years, Izzy.
Oh, wow.
You're
unrecognizable.
A girl.
You look fabulous, by the way. You look incredible.
Fine.
Not that you did
Izzy,
not
I've been
look
waiting the last however many minutes for you to say, no, don't mind me. No, but I had to, and I love this question every single time I'm asked, because it's a great opportunity for me to say, it's not just about what we feel, how we feel when we wear our clothes.
Yeah.
Men or women or men. It's, how we feel mentally. And it all connects to mental health.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
And that's why I refuse to call it a weight loss journey. It's a wellness journey, because
it's a
your
wellness
mind,
journey. It's
your
all connected.
mind.
Yeah.
Oh, sister, your mind needs to be healthy and strong for the rest of your body to operate.
That's true.
And when the mind finally says, okay, let's figure it out,
Yeah.
your body starts to say,
Okay.
I've been waiting. Finally. So that's my story.
Oh, thank you so
basically
much
took me
for
to
sharing that.
a star farmer in Ghana, and they're so kind to me. And Izzy, the reason I drop these names is for something very simple.
Yeah.
It's because, again, connected to the question you asked, what people misunderstand you for, whatever. I just want you to know, me, like everybody else, I need help.
Yeah.
Me, like everybody else, I need support.
Yeah.
So if you are somewhere and you feel you need support, please don't hide and think, oh, well, it's because I'm this. We're all one and the same.
That's true.
We're all one and the same.
That
We
is
all
true.
need help. We all need a sister to hold our hand and take us somewhere. We all need a doctor to say this. We all need a director, a mentor, a somebody to just give us an opportunity to be our best self. So it is okay to get help. It doesn't make you less of a human being.
No, but we are not. No one is an island.
Ever.
No one is. But I am so grateful that you are open about your wellness journey.
Yes.
And I don't take it for granted. And I know the Cozy with Izzy family does not take it for granted. And I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for using your platform to encourage women, to encourage men, to encourage everybody. There's a lot of shaming that's around the conversation about weight. A lot of body shaming. It's just such negativity around, especially medical weight loss.
Yeah.
And most people give into shame instead of embracing the vulnerability.
Well, haven't we all at a point in time?
Yes, we have.
Just because I'm Anita and I've got a big, bold voice doesn't mean that I haven't felt that shame too, Izzy. I have.
And how have you dealt with that?
Well, you deal
to
with
get
it
here. How do you
gracefully.
get here?
First of all, I'm a public figure. So what that means is, by virtue of social media breaking down the barriers of accessibility, by the way, it allows a lot of people to say whatever they think about you. And there's nothing you can do to stop them.
Yeah.
If they say, but I remember you 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Sister, you were not like this. What happened?
Yeah.
It gives you that realization that people have access to you. People have opinions.
Yeah.
So we all deal with that little thing called shame in its own way. But I argue that what I have been able to do, again, not by myself, we are not an island on our own, is say, well, it is also aligned with the best version of yourself at any given point in time in your life. Growth and evolution are beautiful things.
They are,
and I've always looked towards, how do I evolve? Today it's weight. Tomorrow it's mental. Tomorrow it's career-wise. Tomorrow it's geographical location.
Yes.
So evolution for me
Yeah.
is what allows me to navigate this shame you're talking about. And knowing that if I can evolve into something that I will be proud of, that I can own, I can then let people know that authentically, we are all weak at a point in time in our lives. And that is okay.
Wow. Wow. I love that. I want to go deeper.
Let's go.
Recently, I've been having a lot of conversations about what embracing midlife looks like for us women.
Oh, girl, I'm only 25.
Yes, we both are.
I like easy, like, yes, okay. But go ahead, my sister.
And the conversation about, perimenopausal stages in our lives and, embracing menopause and what that looks like for women. Is this something you've thought about? How are you preparing? Are you prepared for it? Are these conversations you're having with yourself, with your peers?
She left the studio. No. Yeah. I have to say, congratulations to our generation of women.
Indeed.
High five. Let me give you this high five.
Yes.
We love our mothers. We love our grandmothers. But maybe we have access to something they didn't have, and that is the ability to use our access to the world to tell these stories. And today we're talking about menopause, perimenopause, and the fact that really, my sister, there's no shame in it. It is part of who we are. It is absolutely part of who we are. I mean, can you pause it? No. Can you ever erase it? No. And it is part of this thing I said is called evolution and growth.
Yes.
Getting older.
Yeah.
I'm now 46. I have been in rooms when I said I'm 46 and somebody walk up to me and say,
first of all, you don't look anything like 46.
I was waiting. No, I'm just joking. But people, hey, don't be mentioning your name in public like that. I say, why?
Why not?
Isn't it proof that at the point in time when you're 25, you do what you are when you're 25, but it's powerful that at 46, at 55, at 70, you can also keep doing whatever you want to do? Isn't there joy in it?
Yes.
So I think about perimenopause and menopause. I think about it, maybe not all the time.
Yeah.
But I also think about what it means to one day, when it comes time, what it will mean to be able to talk about it openly.
Yeah.
Should I be afraid? No. Should I be shy? No. You know why? I have a voice that hundreds of thousands of women may not be blessed to have.
That's true.
So when the time comes for me to use my platform and my voice to talk about what it is that women should not be afraid of, I will.
Okay, wow. I don't like that the time is running so quickly because I have too many.
Did your producer just say that?
She's like, you have a few.
I could feel her from the corner, but I completely understand. The conversation is sweet.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a question you've been asked 1,000 times. I'm just trying to find a way to ask it. So I'm going to flip it. Because many people, I'm sure, have asked you if you could say something to your younger self, your 8-year-old. I always say, what would you say to your 8-year-old? But I want to flip it and also say, what would you say right now to your 80-year-old?
Ooh, I love that.
Or what do you think she would say to you?
So smart. I think my 80-year-old self will say, well done. Well done.
I love that.
Well done for understanding when you were weak, that weakness was not perpetual. Well done for owning when you didn't have a voice because you needed that silence to realign with who you are truly meant to be. Well done for allowing yourself to step back when you felt it was time to step back from something, to allow the younger generation opportunity to walk in the footsteps that you have worked so hard to carve, because that's the essence of legacy. Oof. And well done for making sure that not only your biological children, but the children and people who God gave you to take care of, you did it. You did it and prepared them to be better and stronger and more influential and more powerful than you. Because you see, as this history is being written, the history is not being written as, oh, Anita is whatever it is person, but the history is being written by any and everybody who felt that they became the best version of their lives because you decided that you were so blessed you were going to be selfless and spread God's grace and favor across generations.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, like the producer says, clock it. Anita. What can I say?
Was it you who said clock it? I love it.
What can I say?
Well,
my heart is full.
My heart is even more full.
My cup is full. It's overflowing.
It's overflowing.
And I know that somebody home, their lives are not the same after watching this. Amen. So thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for the inspiration. Oh my God, I could go on and on and on, and I'm being timed out. But hey.
We know. We can hear our producer. But let me just use the last 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I know.
I was actually going to ask you to say,
let me say to you, I don't take this platform you've given to me for granted. You could have chosen anybody. You could have reached out to anybody. There are hundreds of thousands and millions of people who are also doing great things. You chose me. And I don't take that for granted at all. When I'm invited by anybody who feels I am worth their airtime, I hold it in high regard and high esteem because you see, you've made a choice to give me a power, to allow my voice in your microphone, to allow my face and my personality on your camera to your audience. And it means you trust me.
I do.
So this girl called Izzy, I want to say, don't even thank me as your guest. No, I want to say thank you for this space. A space you sweat for, a space you've cried for, a space you're working hard for. I don't take anything you've given to me for granted. And as I've sat here and you've blessed me with this opportunity, may the good Lord also bless you with guests who say yes
Amen to that. Amen
to a live studio audience from here to I don't know, wherever you want.
Amen.
And may this opportunity that you've given to me grant your audience an opportunity to say thank you to you.
Oh, wow.
For you choosing somebody who could influence, change, or impart certain knowledge or wisdom to them that will change their lives. So thank you.
Oh gosh, you're getting me emotional.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I have to do an outro after that?
You don't have to.
Oh my gosh.
Madam Producer.
But I'll just say, God bless you. And thank you so much. I don't have the words. I'm not going to even try. I'm going to take a moment and just say, you at home, remember to stay grounded.
Always.
Remember to stay cozy.
Always.
And share this with a sister, with a brother, with a friend. This should not just stop with you and me. Everybody deserves to be just as inspired and their cups filled just as much as yours and mine. Until next time, I'm out of words. God bless.
I have just received the biggest gift of a lifetime. I was a guest on Cozy with Izzy. And let me tell you, I've just experienced the most, the best, the deepest conversation because it gave me an opportunity to go within myself and tell my authenticity the way it is, tell my story the way it is, but also knowing that it'll impact and change somebody's life because I've been given a gift. And that gift is to have an experience and experiences that I'm not afraid to share. So a big thank you to Izzy for having me on her show. And wherever you are, whoever you are, however you are, know that once you have the gift of Cozy with Izzy, anything and everything is possible. See you and enjoy the episode.